Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Since my last video of my bed lift for $100 was such a big hit, I'll put the link above for that video, and I've been trying to improve it. I since put a closet in the trailer, so I can't actually use that lift now. So now we're going to make a new one, which is a little bit more self-contained underneath the bed. So just to explain my materials, this is a bearing from Princess Auto. I think I got it for around $14. I got two of them. So this will mount on the underside of the bed, one on either side. And then I got a piece of 3/4 inch by 72 black pipe. So it had threading on the end. So I actually had to grind the threading off and take away a little bit of the pipe, so I'm able to slide this bearing on. And so what I'll have once it's on the bed is two bearings that'll spin this rod. From there, on my existing hooks in the trailer, I'm going to hook this strap, and then the end of the strap will be wrapped around the bar. After it's wrapped around the bar, I'm going to put together a hand crank, and that'll slide into the 3/4 inch bar, and I'll have a pin. And what that will do is that'll crank, and as that cranks, it'll pull the strap down the side, in turn raising the bed or lowering the bed. I don't know if anyone has ever seen one of those old Park Lane tent trailers. They had a hand crank, and that was similar. The tent trailer roof went up and down. So similar idea. Stay tuned and watch me assemble this. Okay everyone, due to lack of space on the other side and the new cabinet right behind me, the hand crank will be positioned at the back door. So the hole, we drilled a hole for the hand crank in this end, which we'll put a pin through. So we've already mounted one of the bearings on the other side. Now we can mount this side. And I just want to make sure that we're going to get it nice and straight. Okay, both are in. The bar spins. So now we gotta attach our straps on either side to the previously mounted hooks. One more thing I forgot to mention. I did this in my first bed lift video. Those are the anchors down to my straps. And I just use self-tapping metal screws. You just want to make sure they're not longer than the thickness of your wall. That goes to the plastic piece, which saves the strap from the board, and then underneath the bed. There's my gear clamp on either side with my piece of metal crossing over, and my strap folded, tucked underneath the metal, and then I tighten down the gear clamps. And so that holds the strap to the bar, and then I just tape the gear clamps with electrical tape so it doesn't cut the strap. It doesn't wrap perfectly, but you know, you can adjust it with this way. You can loosen the gear clamps, pull the strap through. I've got them all adjusted to where they need to be, but if I need minor adjustments, I just take the electrical tape off, loosen the gear clamps, adjust the strap, and that's it. We had some excess strap, and that's what's holding the whole bed up. That hand crank has tension on it, and that little strap over here is holding that. While we're going through this build, I want to show everybody one of the key components, and that's this handle. The handle end, I've just wrapped some yellow tape, make it really visible, and then I painted it red. A few things, not everybody can weld. I imagine you can do this similar shape, it's kind of like an S shape, with a piece of 1/2 inch rebar, and bend it like this. And then instead of welding this rod on like I did, make the rebar a little bit longer and do the same thing. I don't know if you guys can see that. And that matches up with our bar under our bed, and that's the pin that I use for now. I have this gear clamp because getting my head under there and trying to line up this hole for the depth is a little bit tricky, so the gear clamp is my stop. I welded this myself. This was just a scrap piece of threaded rod I had, just piecing it together, but I'm sure if you have a welder you can do a much better job or if you have the materials around. But this is just what I made with what I had. So that is the hand crank. Pretty basic, pretty simple. This is 3/8 rebar, all, you know, really cheap to find. So yeah, if you have any questions about this, let me know in the comments. Okay, now with the bed completed and it raised, now we're going to lower it down. You guys can see how it comes down. Just take tension onto the crank, onto the strap. And I'm not putting a lot of pressure on this crank. Yes, it's a long crank, but not a lot of tension there at all. And we can go faster. The bed is free floating. Just like that, it's in place now. But other than that, that's down, and now we'll take it up. Exact same thing. There's not a lot of tension on here. It is free floating, so you can see it moving. You can brace it with one hand. It's not that hard to put it up. And if you want to stop halfway, just get your loop here. Get it on the handle. And there you go. Just like that. Okay, so we're going to bring it up like we're going to put a quad in it, and then we'll hook it in for while we're traveling with our corner brackets. Okay, now we got it up to our height where it's high enough. We can put our corner brackets from the bottom to the top. And do that on all four sides. Now we can lower it down into those brackets for travel. Just like that, the bed is up in the travel position. It's locked in, and now we can drive the quad in. Quick and easy. The bill for the project came under $150, so it's about $50 more than my last video, but overall this is way easier for one person to do. Thanks everybody for watching. If you have questions, put them in the comments below. I'll catch you guys on the next one.